There is one monkey in the jungle who can make every banana worth more or less. Almost no monkey understands how he does it, yet his choices touch every life here. Today we meet him at last, the Big Chimp, keeper of the jungle's bananas. Picture a small, friendly jungle where everyday life runs entirely on one simple thing: bananas. Monkeys earn bananas by working, then spend them, save them, and trade them with neighbors. Bananas are simply their money, the thing that lets the whole jungle work together. But the number of bananas in the jungle never stays still. It keeps swinging. One warm season, the trees overflow, and bananas pour into the jungle by the thousands. With bananas everywhere, sellers raise their prices, and the same fruit basket suddenly costs much more. A young monkey counts her savings and feels them shrink, though the pile never moved. The next season is the opposite. Storms pass, and very few bananas reach the jungle. Now bananas are scarce. Monkeys clutch what they have, and trading slowly grinds to a halt. The market stall stands empty, and a builder monkey sits idle with no work to do. When bananas swing wildly, the whole jungle feels nervous, unsteady, and unsure what comes next. Too many bananas and life gets expensive. Too few and the jungle goes quiet. The trouble is that nobody is watching the overall flow of bananas across the jungle. Each monkey only sees its own basket, never the bigger picture of the whole forest. So the jungle needs someone whose only job is to keep that banana flow steady. At the center of the jungle stands a tall, round building, the Great Banana Storehouse. Beside it waits a calm, gray-brown monkey with a simple satchel. This is the Big Chimp. The Big Chimp is not a king and does not own a single banana inside. His only job is to watch the entire jungle and keep the banana flow balanced. Not too many bananas, not too few. Just a steady, gentle flow and the jungle can trust. On the storehouse wall sit two large wooden levers, and they are his only tools. The first lever controls the flow, how easily bananas move out into the wider jungle. The second lever sets the cost of borrowing bananas from the storehouse for a while. Together, these two levers gently decide how many bananas move through the jungle each day. Let us follow one ordinary season and watch the Big Chimp quietly do his work. Season begins warm, the trees grow heavy, and bananas start flooding into the jungle. Prices climb again, and a young monkey grumbles that her fruit basket keeps getting pricier. The Big Chimp watches the rising prices carefully, then steps toward his two wooden levers. He gently eases the flow lever down, slowing how fast bananas spill into the jungle. Then he nudges the borrowing lever up, so borrowing bananas now costs a little more. With borrowing pricier, monkeys take fewer loans and spend a little more carefully than before. The flood of bananas slows, the wild price climb softens, and the jungle breathes easier. Slowly, the jungle settles back to a calm, steady rhythm that every monkey can feel. That quiet adjustment is the Big Chimp's whole job, season after season, year after year. Now let us gently lift the story and see the real idea hiding inside it. In the real world, those bananas are simply money, the thing we earn and spend. The great storehouse at the center is what we call a central bank in real life. And the Big Chimp stands for the people who guide that central bank's careful decisions. When too many bananas chase the same fruit, every price rises. That rising is inflation. Inflation simply means your money slowly buys a little less of the things you need. The borrowing lever has a real name too. Economists call it the interest rate. The interest rate is simply the price of borrowing money for a stretch of time. When the central bank raises that rate, borrowing money becomes more expensive for everyone. Expensive borrowing means people take fewer loans and spend more slowly, so rising prices cool. When the bank lowers the rate, borrowing turns cheap, and a sleepy economy wakes up again. This careful balancing of money and the cost of borrowing has a name: monetary policy. Let us watch one small example. A baker monkey who dreams of building a bigger oven. To build it, she must borrow bananas now and pay them back slowly over time. When the borrowing lever is low, the loan feels cheap, so she builds the oven happily. She hires a helper, bakes more bread, and her corner of the jungle grows busier. When the lever is high, that same loan feels heavy, so she waits and stays small. One lever, moved gently, quietly, shapes thousands of small decisions all across the jungle. So the central bank does not command anyone, it simply changes how choices feel. Its goal is gentle, steady prices and a jungle where most monkeys can find work. Steady prices let monkeys plan ahead, save with confidence, and trust the bananas in their baskets. The central bank cannot set any single price. It only nudges the whole jungle gently. It guides the overall weather of the economy, not the choice inside one monkey's basket. Step back, and you can see almost every jungle story leads home to the storehouse. The price of a fruit basket, the rent on a treehouse, all feel the levers. Whether the builder gibbon is busy or idle also traces back to those two levers. Even whether saved bananas keep their value depends on how steady the storehouse keeps things. But the Big Chimp's job is delicate, because every move carries a real trade-off. Pull the levers too hard to cool prices, and the busy jungle can slow too much. Go too easy, and bananas flood back in, and prices start climbing hot again. There is no perfect setting, only a careful search for gentle balance between two risks. So the Big Chimp moves slowly, in small steps, watching how the jungle responds. Each move also takes time, rippling through the jungle for many seasons before fully arriving. Delay is why the Big Chimp must look ahead, not just at today's prices. It is patient, careful work, and it is never quite finished, season after season. So here is the one simple thing to carry home from our jungle today. A central bank does not own the economy and cannot control every single price. It has one steady job:
Keep money balanced so prices stay calm and trade flows. Next time you hear the central bank raised rates, picture the Big Chimp easing a lever. He is simply cooling a jungle that was running a little too hot for comfort. We met the Big Chimp, the storehouse, and the two quiet levers that balance everything. One lever shapes the flow of money. The other sets the cost of borrowing it. Together they keep prices gentle, trade healthy, and the whole jungle calmly moving along. Economics feels much smaller once you can picture it as one steady jungle of bananas.
If this made the economy clearer, subscribe to Econ in Plain Sight for more simple stories.